One of the questions that I hear quite a lot from golfers when I originally start working with them is that they will have some good days, some good practice sessions, feel like they've almost cracked it, and then the following day it's just completely and utterly inconsistent. And there is a very obvious reason as to why this is happening. Now, just before we get stuck into the video, if you are ever interested in working together, head over to the website restheritage.golf.com. This is where you can book either a lesson to come and visit me in person, or we can start that golfing journey today together by working online. Now, back to the video. But inconsistency ultimately is going to stem from too many moving parts and poor sequencing. Now, the point is it's a law of probability though, right? So if I was to have enough golf balls there and I practiced in very much what I class as short-term memory. So if I go to the range and I get 100 balls and I, move like this and I hit it like this, what's going to happen is if I make these little subtle alterations with things like the ball position, you are going to make these sort of compensatory movements, and you are going to find there are days where you feel like you discover something, but then when you walk back into the next practice session, it's not going to be there. And the reason why it's not there is because it's almost impossible to put it together. You see, when we look at professional golf swings, we sort of are sometimes in awe of how obviously far they can hit the golf ball, but actually the golf swings are relatively straightforward, right? The big thing that you've got to be able to do to become consistent is understand a movement which is known as external rotation. See, external rotation, which is this, is what moves the club to the side of the body, as I'm demonstrating like so. And holding on to external rotation is what drops the club down the plane line. That's movement number one. The second movement that you need to understand is upper body separation. See, turning my upper body away from my lower body creates a tilt. So all of a sudden, if I have an external rotation and an upper body rotation, I can advance the club into this position with very minimal movement. This is one of the key things that I'm doing all the time inside sessions. So ultimately, if you have a backswing position where you have so many excessive moving parts and so many different alterations, that's why you won't be consistent from day to day. You see, to be consistent in golf or good in golf, you don't really even need the perfect downswing, but what you do need is the least amount of moving parts possible in the backswing. And that's why I'd suggest that you strongly focus on understand this movement, like so, understand upper body rotation, and what that'll do is that'll produce a backswing where you only really have the least amount of unnecessary movement possible, and even if you don't get the downswing right, you're still going to find consistency on a day-to-day basis. See you soon.